Hi guys, Brenda Hillard here. Create with Brenda. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and today I'm here to show you some really fun product from the gingerbread and peppermint suite. And I hope you love the layout. I hope you'll give it a try. As always, with YouTube, please subscribe below. Hit the bell to get notifications of my upcoming episodes with more product. As you all may know, Celebration is back. It's the second celebration of the year. This is a first at Stampin' Up! Celebration started August 3rd and goes through the 30th of September. And with Celebration, for every $50 increment in product, you get to pick free items from the catalog. The one thing I want you to be aware of is when you see free with $50, but there is one back here that is free with $100. And then also, this one is free when you host a workshop. Now, you can host your own workshop. If your product order is over $300, you get to add this in your Word stamp set to your stamping collection for free. Now, let's say your order doesn't come to $300 or more. You can add your friends onto your order, your Stampin' Crafty friends, onto your order for a total of $300, and that qualifies you for this also. If you have questions about this offer, please contact me. I'd be happy to help you. Now, let's take a look. Because it's way past August 3rd, we can now show you the inside of the catalog. And here's what I want to show you. The Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite. This is fun stuff. Dies that match the Designer Series paper, embellishments, Memories and More card packs that are now available. The Pretty Pillow box. It's a pillow box that we can decorate up for the holidays and fill with little goodies. Love that. And then check out the dies from the Frosted Gingerbread bundle. All fit within the mini. So let's get started with our project. Here's my Designer Series paper sample. Look at all of these. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 designs. So it's a great value. It's a 6x6 pack of paper. And you will see that the coordinating colors are Early Espresso, Real Red, Cinnamon Cider, and avocado, or what am I saying? Old Olive. So there we have it. And I'm missing one of my mini cutting plates, so I might be switching this up and using my regular, unless I have it here in my tote. No, I don't. All right. Well, I don't want to cause an avalanche of product, so let's go ahead and use the regular size Stampin' Cut and Emboss for today's project. This is it. I just love this, and I love when Stampin' Up! Does the coordinating dies with the Designer Series paper, so that is all you have to do is die cut it, and bam, you have a cute card. So here's the stamp set, if you haven't seen it yet. And the gingerbread dies. It's a collection of 20 dies. So you get the outline piece with the filigreed. So you can have that overlay, and it's the bell, the ornament, the star, and the snowflake. And then look at all these circles. This is awesome. And then these are all of the inserts to do the little peppermint candies. And then let's show you what this looks like. I'm going to bring in my regular size Big Shot, Stampin' Cut and Emboss. You guys, I'm going backwards. All right, I have a scrap of Real Red. I'm just going to put that right on here. And I'll put it right in the center. And then while I do that, I can bring in a scrap of the Designer Series paper. And then that's when we can add these circles for the peppermints, which I think is really fun. And then we've got some real small ones here. We can do the, I don't know if they're all going to stay like I want them to, but we'll give it a try, see what happens, right? All right. So then, oh, and of course, my top cutting plate. So you guys, I've been absent from videos for a little bit. And what happened is I don't know, the software on my broadcasting studio, the audio wouldn't work. So took me a few literally days to get it back up and running. But here we are, we're back. And I'm loving it. So I have several videos I'm going to do today because when you can't make videos, you just keep crafting, right? Down. And let's take a look at what we've got here. So put our die back over here on our magnetic sheet. And this is what the border piece looks like from that die. Isn't it pretty? I really love it. And then I've got our little peppermints here that we just cut out. And I'm going to put these right back on so that I don't misplace them or they slide into an envelope. That. We might have to cut out a few more things, but for now, I just wanted to show you. If you don't have the Take Your Pick tool, you may want it. It makes it very easy just to go in and do a quick cleanup on all of our little pieces here that didn't fall right out. So there it is. Isn't it cute? I'm going to zoom in just a touch. There you go. All right. So here's the other card parts you're going to need. You're going to want a piece of basic white, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So let's take that and give it a good crease line using our bone folder. There. You're going to need a piece of, I use Real Red cardstock, 4 by 5.5. A piece of the Old Olive, 3.5 by 5.5. And then I have a piece of the Designer Series paper that measures 3 by 5.5. So is what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and I'm just going to add a run of adhesive to the back. And I'm going to add that so that it's centered, that I have even borders on top and bottom here. There we go. Press that into place. And then I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal to the back of the Old Olive. And I'm going to center that to the front of the Real Red. Again, the sides are even with the cardstock, but we want the top and bottom borders equal. So let's give that a press into place. Good. Let's take our little trim piece here and using our multi-purpose liquid glue, see I missed a little bit there. I'm going to just add glue to these center dots. And if you've used our liquid glue before, you know that a little goes a long way. So just kind of right in the center of those dots. And then I'm going to lay it down right in the center of our designer series paper. So now is what I'll do is bring in my snips, and I'm just going to simply cut off the excess there. And I see I have just a touch here too, so we'll get rid of those. So there's that. Pretty easy so far, right? So I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal to the back of our focal piece here. And again, our sides are equal. And then that same border on the top and the bottom. Now, is what I did is using the layering circles dies. I took this circle, the largest one, you know how if you lay them out, so it's the largest of the second set of circles. And I simply, using thick basic white, I cut a circle. Then I took the designer series paper and went like this and cut just a half a circle, okay? So I'll show you how that goes together here in a minute. I'm going to add some multi-purpose liquid glue to our half circle. And then I'm just going to take it and put it right here on our circle. So we get that. Cute, right? And with our sentiment from the frosted gingerbread, I'm going to put on there, sending you peppermint kisses. So here's our Real Red. Just going to ink this up. And right in the center, I'm going to move it off to the right just a little bit. And the reason I did that is I wanted to save room for our peppermints. So there's our stamp. And I'm going to glue this down directly to the card base. Just like that. And now we can bring in our Stampin' Dimensionals. I want the full size. And I'm just going to add a dimensional to the back. And then we can put our peppermints right up in here. Now you'll see on my sample, I used the red basic jewels, but I ran out of those. And I have more on order, of course. Can't be without them. But I wanted to be able to do the video, so I'm going to show you an alternate product we can use. And I want to put 3 little candies on this side. All right. You guys, you know how we always talk about how Stampin' Up! Excels at color coordination? Well, here's a really good example of that. Here's our Real Red. This is just our sheer ribbon. And of course, the colors are perfect. And if you do Christmas cards, you know that it's really hard to match up reds. But when you're using Stampin' Up! Product, they make that very easy for us. And so I just want this little sheer bow kind of fill in a little space right here. Just going to trim the tails on my bow. And using a blue dot, I'm going to pick up a glue dot, and then I can just add my ribbon. Fluff it up however I want it. So what do you think so far? I think it's cute. Let's grab these embellishments that I was talking about. Another one that I think you could use is the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. There's this reddish color in there. There's also the greens. But I thought this one might work because it has almost like a candy effect with the faceted gems. So what I'm going to do is just grab some of these whites, maybe, and I'm going to add them. Maybe I'll try a clear one too. Add them to the center of our peppermints just to give our card that little bit of sparkle. Another white one here. So there. How cute is that, right? Sending you peppermint kisses. And then on the inside, I can use the, let me get just a few things out of the way so that I can stamp that inside for us. I can take a sentiment from here that says, wishing you a Merry Christmas. And I can just add that to my block. I'm going to ink it up, move it around the stamp pad, tapping lightly, and then my sentiment, and there we have it. Cute, right? Now we can't forget about our envelope. So I'm going to take a piece of basic white, and I'm going to add the peppermint swirl. I had die cut these earlier. So what I want to do is with our liquid glue, I'm going to put just a dot in the center, and I can add the candy swirl, and then I'm going to pop it up on that was a mini. I just want a full-size dimensional on the back, and I can put that, oops, my glue oozed out just a little bit. There it is. Let that dry. And then I have a matching envelope for my fun little peppermint card. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to put all of my shopping information below. You can get all of the products there from today's card. Have a great day, everybody, and until next time,